Well, I had to throw her under the bus, unfortunately. City Hall cuts Broadville asylum funding. FPD employee protecting their investments. Dean, Chinatown dormitory overcrowded. Could have threw the mayor under the bus. He wouldn't have liked that. My kids have been causing trouble again, and they've called me to school. Sure. My friend just crashed into someone's car. Beasley, what is going on with you? Always something. Okay. That's fine. Down 2 detectives, my goodness. Okay. Yay. I'm actually glad we went with her. Melissa Spain is under investigation and cannot continue to serve with the department. Oof. I'm sorry, Spain. You're a great officer. Great. I gotta replace her, though. Thomas S. Chang. Let's go with... It's unfortunate. That's just me. Hate to do that to my officers. Passed. Great. Feinberg flunked. Ziegler pass. And Harden. Good. Job officer slot. Raise. Detective slot. Let's go. We could do another officer slot. Detective we're fine on, I think. Or raise. Upgrade. Let's go with an officer slot. A heavily armed gunman attacked an armored truck. Several witnesses heard an explosion, saw robbers carrying machine guns. Alright, that's good job. Let's get some experienced officers here. A gang of masked men armed with automatic weapons entered the bank. They fired a few shots into the air and demanded the manager open the vault, while everyone else lay in nervous silence on the floor. One of the guards drew his service weapon, but he didn't have the chance. A robber shot him right in the stomach. Jeez. What's up with all these robberies going on? Let's go ahead and... The armored truck is lying on the side, smoke rising from it. Nearby is a black Jeep with no plates, which 2 robbers are loading with money. The robbers fire as they retreat down an alley and throw a grenade towards the cops. It turned out to be a smoke grenade. Meanwhile, the criminals have jumped out into the road, jacked an old pickup truck, and they're trying to get away. Good. Money. We'll bring that.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Jose Sugg called the station and muttered this sad story through streaming tears. I was just trying to get to know a pretty girl, and I gave her the coolest compliment in the world, but she just went crazy and beat me so bad she mangled me and ruined my perfect face. Oh, we don't have the paddy wagon. About 24 scientists who recently lost their jobs decided to stage a protest march in the city center. The participants marched peacefully alongside of the road, but then some religious fanatics came out and started throwing stones at them, tearing their clothes and generally humiliating them. A massive brawl has broken out, and several people are already injured. automatic weapons.
412A.
The guy offered the girl a quickie, and she merely slapped him across the face.
412A in progress.
Oh boy, okay.
1411 in
I was
progress.
trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Softball.
Dahl and Huff. A call just came in from the Secretary of Therapist Alan Graham. She reports that Dr. Graham was attacked by a patient during an otherwise normal session. The patient pinned him to the floor and slapped him in the face. I'm afraid that the doctor might have an asthma attack, said the frightened secretary. Jack Boyd, a common acquaintance, told me that you're a reasonable man who can be relied upon for help. I need to load 4 luxury cars at the port, and to be very frank, they're stolen. Last time my boys got picked up, and a very big player didn't get his shipment. This time, it has to go as smoothly as possible. Cops in the driver's seats would help make that happen. Okay. Once again, retiree Yang Hu complained to the police that a local restaurant is preparing its dishes incorrectly. They don't advertise their portions and mix up their ingredients. We warned her a dozen times that this isn't a police matter, but she keeps calling and bothering our personnel.
712 in progress. 311 complete. Fourteen 11 complete. 412A complete.
Passerby noticed a suspicious black man sitting in a van next to a little white girl. I'm afraid to imagine what that monster is in store for the little. Yeah, that's a false alarm. We're not even going to pay attention to that.
311B in progress.
Let's do you. Some guy tried to sneak into the doctor's office without waiting his turn. A few people who were waiting in the line decided to punish the bastard, and a fight started up. Oh boy. Mob mentality never wins. It matters will be the girl's adopted father. Yeah, just a false alarm.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Sir, Crosby suddenly turned into a self-righteous pussy, starting whining, saying, "This is wrong, we're the police." He wasn't just fucking up the deal, he was going to arrest everybody. We had to shut him up. Well, you know, don't worry, it was all done quiet and smooth. Despite the trouble with our colleague, Mr. Ching was very pleased. There are men and women fighting along a narrow hallway, and they're starting to pick up chairs.
311B complete.
That's unfortunate. Jim Colser, yeah, shift A.
215 in progress.
The audience at the premiere of the rules of the game was so outraged at the French film that they broke the chairs in the hall, and now they're threatening to set fire to the cinema. The perplexed theater director locked himself in his office and called to report the incident. I can't imagine why this film so angered them. Oh boy. Damn, 32. Sheesh. Look how 64. Wow, some of these officers are really good. Haven't really failed one. So most of them failed only like 1 to 2, which is really good. That's good.
1010B in progress.
Kind of interested now. I don't think any of my detectives failed any. Just Smoke is rising from an apartment building, and residents are running out into the street. Some are saying that suspicious foreigners live in the apartment that the explosion came from. Let's check it out. What? Wow, 3 officers, Iwaze, McNamara, and Bloomingdale. That's 3 officers dead? And, jeez, that's a lot of officers to replace. Was not expecting that. The apartment is filled with smoke and the walls covered in soot. In the center of the room stands a man in a dirty white coat, and around him are scattered odd pieces of a complicated device. Seeing the police, the man begins to explain incoherently that he's almost finished work on his elixir of youth and just needs a little more time. That's sad. Lost 3 good officers. Statistics. 31 dead, 5 detectives dead. Man. "75 days left." Oof. Now we gotta declare them all dead.
Mr. Boyd, Kevin Paulson is here. He wants to talk.
Kevin Paulson. Tell him to fuck off. Jack Boyd, Super Cop.
Why the $500,000, Jack? Why?
Lana, what happened?
Does this sum have some kind of special meaning?
Lana, I don't know who told you about the $500,000, but it's much more complicated than you think.
Oh, it's complicated, all right. It took me an hour to go over all the documents. There's even a few pictures and a lot of answers. Except for one thing. Why $500,000?
What documents? How did you get them? What's in them?
I think you know very well what's in them, and the one who sent them is obviously a big fan of your criminal talents. He even has a cute name for you, Cupcake.
Remember when you told me how you're always surrounded by old men? I'm the opposite. I'm surrounded by children, 9-year-old boys. From their first day of work, they gather in the smoking lounge, telling jokes about what they'll do when they loot their first $1,000,000. But it's more than just innocent jokes. It's quickly becoming a reality. They themselves are surprised how quickly everything happens. They buy their own houses, they buy a car, they get promoted. The first $1,000,000 is soon followed by a second, a third, a fifth. Like children, they have no idea what they're getting into. But I'm not like that, Lana. I'm not like them.
You're saying you're not like them because you're only stealing $500,000?
I only meant
You know, Jack, I'm done worrying about people not taking me seriously. They'll know I mean business when my first act as public prosecutor is throwing the city's former police chief in prison.
Lana, you can't just read over some papers like this and... I told you not to let him in!
I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd. I tried to stop him, but you...
Lana, we need to talk.
Jack, you're so amazingly patient with people. After all the confusion over the past months, all the humiliations, it's really quite admirable. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. I gotta admit, I'm not nearly so patient.
Send someone in here, now!
I've been thinking, Jack. When I take your place, I'll have a lot of opportunities. For example, I could arrest you. You know it wouldn't be hard to find a reason. You obviously don't want that, right? I don't want that either. Given your reputation, arresting you would make me very unpopular, And if we both don't want that, let's find a way out. My suggestion is you retire tomorrow, and I promise I'll let you leave in peace. I swear, Jack, if you...
Mr. Boyd, there's a call on line 2. Mr. Boyd, you really have to take this call.
Boyd!
Jack, it's me.
Laura,
Jack, I don't know what you wanted to say to me, but please, just say it. Jack, I'm hanging up the phone.
Laura, you... Oh my God, Laura. Hey, you remember years ago? So many years I've lost track, but do you remember when Dylan was down with the chicken pox and he couldn't sleep? We kept him occupied until he passed out, and then we went downstairs, sat on the floor, opened a bottle of wine. Who could blame us? Well, we sat on the floor and opened our bills and joked about how poor we were. Remember? And then I jokingly asked if I'd be your hero if I made $1 million. And you sat there lost in thought like you needed to seriously think about the answer. You were quiet for a while, and then you laughed and said that I'd be your hero even if I only made $500,000. Do you remember, Laura?
Jack,
Do you remember?
Honestly, Jack, no, I don't remember.
You don't remember? But that was...
Jack, you've been chasing me down for so long to talk with me. For this? That's all you wanted to tell me?
How can you not remember? It's important, Laura. It's important.
Goodbye, Jack.
Mr. Boyd, are you all right?
No, Jack, don't do it.
Mr. Boyd?
What the hell am I doing? Oh my lord. Bro, what the hell am I doing? That's yellow. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Now it makes sense. Gotcha. Well, this is not good. Damn. Okay, that was interesting. I spent time doing just that.
Yes, you caught me again. And again, I promise this is the last time. And now you say again that I've said it all before, but I'm...
Jack Boyd is awake.
Jack Boyd? He opened his eyes? He can talk?
Talking? Yes. More like yelling, trying to escape from his room, brawling with the nurses.
Good heavens, he's a tough son of a bitch.
Jack! Lord, were you already discharged from the hospital? I thought you might be down a couple of days or even...
Emma, Get me the mayor. Emma, please call the mayor of Freeburg, Stuart Rogers.
"3114. Connect. It's urgent."
This is Jack Boyd.
Jack, you've got to take better care of yourself. How's your...
I'm Freeburg's police chief. I came to work. Stop trying to get in my way.
Someone causing you trouble? We just wanted to make sure somebody was holding down the fort while you were recovering. But don't worry about a thing. I'll take care of everything tomorrow morning. You won't be running into Paulson again.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I'm glad we understand each other. Tell Martin Stett to call me.
What? You don't know? Lieutenant Stett went missing about 2 weeks ago.
Oh boy. Alright, wow. Snowfall paralyzes downtown traffic. Dinosaur skull found in city dump. Elementary school breaks its only computer. Jeez. A lot just happened.
Oh, fuck my life.
That's how I feel sometimes.
Mayoral election is just a play with a predictable ending. But I'll take my place on the stage, if only to show them that the people will find a way to support those who want change, even in a city where everything is controlled by a corrupt mayor. The crooks can falsify the voting results, they can arrest us and beat us, but they cannot silence us. And today, for the first time in many years, we have a chance to make them fear us.
While acknowledging that he himself is the mysterious Robespierre, Eugene Chaffee has also promised that he will accept any punishment for the crimes committed by him and his supporters for minor offenses and street hooliganism. But, in his words, not before the city authorities are held responsible for the dead in our streets and the millions they've stolen. Eugene Chaffee went on to say that this is the worst time that he'll see the
Wow. Yes. Wow, we are down a lot of officers. Whoa. Whoa, what is going on? We're down a lot of officers, too. Today marks the beginning of a great political struggle here in Freeburg. The people, including the cops, will have to decide who to support. Some will remain loyal to Mayor Rogers, but Robespierre already has a following of his own. Don't expect officers from both camps to work effectively together. If you send them out on an assignment, unfortunately, we can't ask our employees outright about their political views, but maybe there's another way to get this information. Oh man, cave. Let's go ahead. Let's see. 1, 2. So we need 4 on shift A. So it's 14. Might as well get everybody. Let's get the detective.
212 in progress.
Man, there's a political struggle. All the whew. That is unfortunate. Just go ahead and do... Yeah. A teenager walked into a furniture store and started complaining to the clerk that there were too many mirrors on the furniture. He was behaving very inappropriately, insistent arguing, and finally lost his temper entirely. He pushed a woman over and started pounding on all the mirrors with his bare hand, screaming, "How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?" Detectives. Details. Go ahead and send Chavez and Coleman. Go with SWAT. Fraser Rory lives in the house he inherited from his grandfather. Good. That's settled. Aaron Hoover, priest. Aaron Hoover spends all his time preaching and praying in fellowship with his flock. Or he's interested in contemporary art. Okay. Wait till SWAT comes back. Down so many officers.
1210 in progress.
Mrs. Anderson called in to complain about a suspicious man. He squeezed in beside me next to the yogurt and started acting very strange. I pushed him away, ran to the cashier, and demanded the phone. Come arrest the scoundrel immediately.
Complete.
Really? Wow.
15 in progress.
First time I failed an investigation. It's crazy. A drunk man decided to take his young son on a boat ride, but he's having difficulty keeping on his feet. He's going to kill the boy, according to a fearful eyewitness. The recent crime wave has the press talking, and all we can point is a lot of crappy police work. Send one of your men to go to talk to a journalist. Tell them the rank and file officers assure the people of Freeburg that there's no need to worry.
1210 complete.
The suspicious man was philosophy professor Mr. Zambazi, who had forgotten his glasses. He was only trying to make out the price tags on the yogurt. My God. We are not doing well. Everybody has different political views. This is crazy. That is wow.
110B in progress.
A truck with no license plates ran over an elderly man who was running across the road in the wrong place. The driver pulled back, stopped for a second, then sped away at full speed. We are treading on water here. Everybody's political views. Yikes. Alright.
In progress. 10 in progress. 110B complete.
Near the main entrance to the building, there's an old man in stinking rags sitting and playing the accordion, singing a strange song. Let pedestrians run clumsily across the puddles and let water flow like a river down the pavement. Security at the skyscraper said, "You're not going to touch this guy with a 10-foot stick." Alright. When she came home from work, Peggy Smith startled some hooded teenagers who were painting graffiti on the wall of her house. I tried to grab him by the scruff of the neck, but he squirmed away from me and ran, the little bastard. Okay, at least we got this investigation completed, which is good. A Zoom employee had a fight with her boyfriend and hit him on the head with a bowl. He was stunned for a while, and when he came to, he discovered the angry girl had locked him in a cage with a bear. Jeez.
211 complete.
Jack, I just received a large supply of tobacco, the keystone of my business, but now the porters have decided to go on strike. They're demanding a wage increase, but I won't bow to dirty blackmail. Please send me some of your stronger men to help move the boxes. We're old school friends, and you know I always repay my debts, and I'll reward your men well. Have no doubt. I have nobody to send. That's the problem. She's pounding a bowl in the bars of the cage, shouting, "Mishka, wake up and eat the bastard." She spots the police and swallows the key to the cage. The bear standing on its hind legs approaching the guy.
415 complete.
Oh man, the manager of the stadium reports the football match has ended with a clash between the fans. The winners were taunting their rivals and the losers didn't take it well. They started tearing up the arena and small riots erupted. About 30 people are involved. I don't have any officers. This is a struggle. Yeah, this is a struggle. Jack, your overall state of health is very worrying. You need to cut down your hours as soon as possible. Jeez. Thanks for the extra side job, boss. Mr. Dill rolled up some really nice cigars for us. Good.
311 complete.
Yeah, I've never failed a investigation. That's the first. Okay, folks, I think we'll end episode 14 there. There was a lot that happened. I lost 3 good officers that had to be replaced. We now have political divides in the department, which is not good because now we can't work efficiently. We also got Jack, who is having trouble now with Lana, and his wife, who doesn't want to talk to him. So everything is winding down in the story. But until next time, we'll see you later. And Sanashi out.